It's hard as hell for a young Florida boy where we play football and sell dope, man. Gold rims and sticks, 7 trays, no tops, you dig?
Yes, another episode. Let's talk about it. Let's just get right into it. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. What a great matchup. If you were in the building, I know you definitely got your money's worth. I definitely got my money's worth just watching it last night on pay-per-view, and it was exciting. So yeah, let's just get right into the matchup. I don't know where to start. Just going in and looking at it, I definitely knew it was going to go down to possibly the judges. Originally, I was thinking, you know what, Deontay Wilder, he may be able to knock out Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury, man, if you watch a lot of his matches, man, he could definitely take a punch. He could take a punch. So I was a little apprehensive in that. But going into it, great matchup. To be honest, the first 5 rounds, I gave it to Wilder. Round 1 through round 5, I gave it to Wilder. To me, he was filling him out. He was also being, to me, patient. Sometimes Deontay Wilder can live up to his last name and get a little wild. But he was really patient with the jab, with the overrights, the uppercuts. He was really picking his punches. I noticed he didn't really go to the body too much. I don't know if that wasn't in the game plan, but I would have probably implemented that as a trainer, having him go to the body a little bit more. But needless to say, I gave the first five rounds to Deontay Wilder, hands down. Round 6, I did give it to Fury. To me, Fury was, I think he kind of figured it out, what Wilder was kind of doing. And he was to me, he was really dominated that round a little bit. To me, it was close, but I just gave it to him. I really felt like throughout that round, he was starting to hurt Wilder a little bit. I believe it was round 6 as well, to where you notice Deontay's eye was getting a little bit swollen at that time. But round 6, I gave it to him. And then we was going to round 7, round 8. Looking at that, it was going back and forth, but I really felt like Fury as well got round 7 and round 8 close. I would say like 10-9. Both those rounds to me was really close, because what Fury was doing, I think he was starting to frustrate Wilder a little bit, because Wilder at times he wants to go for the big knockouts. Watching him, he wants to go for the knockouts. He doesn't really want to play with you. He doesn't want to, so for him, and he was starting to look Deontay a little bit frustrated, and also he started to look a little bit like he was getting a little exhausted as well. So I was like, he was really figuring him out and go from there. But I did give those rounds to Fury as well. And then I was also thinking too, like I was taking a little bit notes, and I was like, man, I don't know. I really don't know if Deontay's even going to get a knockout, like he said. Or I don't even know if Fury's going to go down to the canvas. I said, if this goes to the judges, at this point in time, I'm saying, if this goes to the judges, oh man, they may possibly lean towards Fury. Or I said, it may be a draw. It may just be a draw. So who knows? But at that time, I'm like, man, Deontay, okay, no knockout yet. I said, okay, so that's why I was kind of leaning towards Fury. Then we go into round 9, and then Deontay Wilder, he answered my question. He knocked down Fury. At that time, the crowd was just, I could just imagine how the building was, because watching at home, I was like, wow. But I know in the building, I know they were going crazy. He knocks him down. Fury gets up. A lot of people were kind of saying they felt like they were surprised that he got up, because once he goes down, that's it. But being a guy of Fury, like I said, he could take a punch. So when he got up, I wasn't really surprised, but I was like, you know what, Deontay may just finish him. It may just be done. But but Deontay clearly won that round 10-8. I gave that round 10-8 to Deontay. Then round 10, I was like, man, you know what, Tyson Fury, man, he's coming back, man. He's like, I don't know, man. It's like he was just hard to take down. And I could see the frustration at that time on Deontay's face. Like, man, this guy, he's taking my punches. And I got that's why I got to give Fury a lot of respect, man, because to see him take those kind of punches, but to still to see him still come back, it was good, man. So I gave Fury that round 10-9. To me, it was close, but Fury, to me, he would just he was letting his hands go a little bit more. Like the first 5 rounds, I'm like, man, what's going on? He wasn't letting his hands go. I think he was just filling him out, and that's what happens with when styles clash. A lot of times in boxing, you got to fill out your opponent, see what's going on. What kind of punches is he throwing? How can you counter that? Things like that. But he was letting his hands go. So yeah, that was great. I gave him that round. Then we go to round 11. Again, I gave it to Fury, 10-9. It was real close, but Fury, at this time, he was just really frustrating Deontay a lot. Deontay, to me, was just looking for a knockout. I don't even think he wanted to go 12 rounds. He was just looking for a knockout. Deontay Wilder is known to really end his matches kind of early, go back to the dressing room, change, get up out of there, But I gave that round to Fury. So now I was going to the 12th round, but at this time I'm still kind of saying, you know what, this match it should definitely be Deontay Wilder. If it goes to the scorecard, I have Deontay winning. But we go there, round number 12, Deontay knocks him down again, and now at this point I'm just like, what? Nah, Tyson's not getting up. I said it's a wrap. It's done. He's not getting up. Then all of a sudden, Tyson Fury gets up, and then he gets up. If you guys ever watch wrestling, I was a big wrestling fan growing up. Like the Undertaker, when like the Undertaker happens to act like he's done, and he just rises up. Man, that's how like Tyson Fury got up. I was just like, what? And then when he gets up, it's like he had another spark of energy in him. It was like, what? Like it was like, man, like a man possessed, sort of like that didn't do nothing to him. So when he gets up, and when he was knocked down, I mean Deontay Wilder was kind of showbutting and kind of like yeah, like, but he just gets up, and Deontay Wilder even had a look on his face like, did this dude just get up? Like what? Like this doesn't happen. This is not like how it's supposed to end. So he gets up, finished the match. So I got to give Tyson Fury a whole lot of credit. So then we go to the judge's scorecard, and the judge's scorecard, I had a feeling like going into it, I was just like this. And I was like, wow, because I kind of knew like, oh man, you leave it to the judges. They may call this a draw, or I won't be surprised if they may lean it towards Tyson Fury. I don't know, because it's a business. Boxing is a business. It's about revenue and the bottom line at the end of the day. So we go to the judge's scorecard, and I'm still like this listening. They say 115, 111 Wilder. And I was like, okay, 115, 111 Wilder. I said, that's fair. But I'm still like, then I go back to like this. Then they say 115, 110 Tyson Fury. I said, oh man, it's a draw. When I heard that, I said, oh, they're going to have this as a draw. I already knew. I just put my head back down just listening, and then they said 113, 113 draw. I said, I knew it, draw. But that's my question. Should it have been a draw? Should it have been a draw, or was it clear, concise Deontay Wilder, clear, concise Fury? I was reading a lot of comments, a lot of articles, and I was going to post this yesterday, but I said, nah, let me just go ahead and just sleep on it. And to be honest, like, I can understand why it was a draw, because he didn't finish the job. But to me, Deontay Wilder, he won, man. To me, he won the fight. But needless to say, you give Tyson Fury a lot of his credit. But now, what happens moving forward? And I definitely think we're going to see a matchup. I think this is what it was meant for. They want to see a matchup. It's going to bring in more revenue. It's going to bring more talking points. And then on top of that, when would they fight again? So it's just really a lot of questions that people have, that rightfully so. A lot of people are already ready to see Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. So do we postpone that? Do we just go straight to Anthony Joshua? Or do you guys want to see a rematch? And if you want to see a rematch, who do you have? Because I really felt like in this fight, we seen the best of Tyson Fury. I don't think Tyson Fury, I think like yesterday what we saw is everything that he had. But I really feel like Deontay Wilder still has another stepping stone that makes sense that he could take it to. So that's why I think a rematch, I definitely think Deontay Wilder would know exactly what to do, and I think he would just finish the job. I definitely, because now, especially now that you were able to knock him out, that's like, I already smell blood. I already know I can knock him out. So his confidence level. So it's more so now I just need to know, I just need to go ahead and finish the job. So that's my assessment of the fight. It was a really good fight. I mean, from start to finish, I had no complaints. I mean, I was just standing up every other round like, wow. And then the first knockout, I was like, and then the second one. So who do you guys have winning? Would you like to see a rematch? If so, who do you have winning in a rematch? If you don't want to see a rematch, do you just want to see the Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder at this point? So, yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know the slogan. Let's talk about it.
It's hard as hell for a young Florida boy. Where we play football and sell dope, man. Gold rims and sticks, 7 trays, no tops, you dig?